Are you looking for a faster way to work in colored pencils that gives you a more painterly look, but also still the ease of working with pencils? Powder Blender may be the blending solution for you. Tip 1, choose the right pencils. Not all pencils play nicely with Powder Blender. My star player, faber-castell Polychromos. They blend like a dream. Here I've shaded my paper with Polychromos, Derwent Lightfast, and Caran d'Ache Luminance. You can see how soft and smooth the Polychromos blend. The Lightfast blends somewhat, but still give you a more blotchy look than what I want. Luminance, being wax-based, stick too much to the paper to blend out well with the Powder Blender. Save your Derwent Lightfast and Caran d'Ache or any other wax-based pencils for your final layers when you want bold, opaque details that stay put. Polychromos are your blending besties. Nothing beats them with Powder Blender. Tip 2, pick the perfect paper. To make Powder Blender work its magic, you need the right sanded paper. My go-to is LuxArchival. It is the only sanded paper that is archival on both the front and the back, which is a big deal if you're selling your artwork. Besides sanded paper, the only other option is to gesso paper yourself. I've used the airbrush with thin down gesso to prep my work for this. It took several layers of gesso and it did work, but it was way too much prep work for my taste. I say save the headache and stick to the sanded paper for the best results. I've also heard people say that they used random other papers and it worked. Yeah, I've seen what they thought worked. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. That was not working as intended. Just because it smudged didn't mean it really worked. What you're going to see in this video is what you want Powder Blender to do, not just slightly smudge on the wrong paper. Tip number 3, layer like a pro. Blending a rich background takes patience. Don't expect your first layer to look super dark or vibrant. It's all about layering. Apply your Polychromos lightly. If you push too hard, the pencils stick too much to the paper, preventing smooth blending. Blend with the Powder Blender and then spray it with brush and pencil's texture fixative. This fixative is non-negotiable. It is designed to work hand in hand with Powder Blender. Shake that can like you're mixing a smoothie. 2 to 3 minutes. Really shake it well. Spray lightly from about a foot away or more to prevent chunky droplets. If you get some of those chunky droplets, let them dry and cover them in your next layer. Pro tip, do a test spray off the paper first to make sure that it's flowing smoothly. If it's not, you can take the cap off and soak it in hot water or pick any of the dried bits from the nozzle off with a needle. Tip 4, endless layers, endless possibilities. Here is why I am obsessed with this method. You can layer forever. Unlike regular colored pencil work where the paper stops taking pigment, Powder Blender and texture fixative on sanded paper let you keep going until your colors and details are perfect. Made a mistake? No stress. Just layer more of your Polychromos over it. These oil-based pencils are translucent but opaque when you use them on sanded paper, covering even dark colors with ease. That is a total game changer compared to blending with odorless mineral spirits on watercolor paper, where we are limited in how many layers our paper can take. Before we move on to my next tip, here is a quick message from my sponsor, me. Are you enjoying this video? You can follow along pencil stroke by pencil stroke in real time over at patreon.com/Lachri for as little as $6 a month, where you'll get this full video plus over 400 other lessons and new ones every week. Sign up at patreon.com/Lachri. Let me help you take your work to the next level. Tip 5, blend smart, not hard. A little Powder Blender goes a very long way. I use soft tools to blend. I dab a tiny bit of Powder Blender onto the soft tool and then tap off the excess. Blend it with a light hand for that soft, painterly look. You don't need to push hard, you don't need a lot of Powder Blender. If your first layer shows brush strokes, don't panic. They'll smooth out in the next layer as you build your color. Oh, and forget super sharp pencils here. On sanded paper with Powder Blender, you can scribble lightly and still get an absolutely flawless blend. Press too hard and you'll get a grainy texture, so keep it gentle for the best results. Tip 6, shade like a master. For the darkest shadows on my apple, I'm mixing reds, blues, purples, and a touch of black. Using just black looks flat and boring. Look at your reference photo. Really see it. My apple isn't just red. It's got oranges, pinks, purples, blues, coral colors, and more. Realistic art isn't about picking the perfect color. It's about values. Get your darks dark enough and your lights light enough, and your apple will look real even if you were to paint it blue. It would still look like an apple, just one under a funky light. Tip 7. Finish strong. As I add final details, I lean on my Derwent Lightfast and Luminance pencils for crisp, smudge-proof highlights and textures. When you're done, seal your masterpiece with brush and pencil final fixative. Spray this one outside. It's got a very strong smell, unlike the texture fixative, which I use in my studio with no problem. This final step locks in your work like a varnish, keeping it vibrant and protected. If you love colored pencils, but you want faster results, Powder Blender is your new best friend. It gives you that gorgeous painterly finish in way less time than traditional blending methods. Perfect for artists who want to create stunning pieces without spending forever. And remember, if you want to draw this apple with me, pencil stroke by pencil stroke in real time, join me on Patreon at patreon.com/Lachri. For just $6 a month, you'll get this lesson, plus over 400 other full-length tutorials to level up your art game. So grab your Polychromos, Powder Blender, and LuxArchival paper, and let's create something amazing together. Want to see what else Powder Blender can do? Check out this video next.